In the most northern part of the Oak Island swamp, Lagena and his crew have found a big piece of lumber that may have been created by humans. According to the late treasure hunter Fred Nolan, the timber measures between 10 and 12 inches in width and could be a component of a wall or dam that was constructed with the intention of artificially creating the marsh. During their exploration of the marsh, the team has discovered further weird artifacts, such as a large rock and 3 boulders arranged in a line. The group is making an effort to determine whether or not this wall is connected to the evidence of a dam that was constructed by humans that was discovered by Fred Nolan in the late 1960s. In the event that this is the case, it may be constructed to conceal a multitude of treasure troves, as Fred also believed. Stone roads, walks, ramps, paved areas, and roadways made of stone were all examples of the different ways in which the marsh was severely altered. If Tom's father was right, and there is a wall related with that manipulation on the north end of the bog, then this could lead to answers to the enigma that has been plaguing the area. Tom Nolan, a fellow landowner on Oak Island and the son of Fred Nolan, finds himself in the company of Lagena. Tom Nolan is of the opinion that someone has done a significant amount of work in the swamp. The team is thrilled at the prospect of discovering the answers to the enigma as well as the chance of a wall. They are also enthusiastic about the prospect of discovering other swamps that have not yet been fragmented into their component parts. The group is currently conducting an investigation into a swamp in the region with the intention of locating a wall that was discovered by Fred Nolan. In the northernmost part of the bog, they have discovered what they assume to be a wall, and they have an alignment. In addition to this wall, the team is hunting for another wall to construct behind it. The group is fascinated by the little offshoot of boulders that can be found there, as well as the line of large boulders that will be coming here. It is not clear to them what it is, or whether it is a wall made of wood. It is their intention to affix all of these components together and then arrange for Steve to examine them. Despite the fact that the crew has a strategy to locate the wall, they must not disregard anything that is discovered in the northernmost part of the bog. Across the length and breadth of the swamp, Steve is able to carry out a survey in order to determine whether or not there is a connection between the various other structures. Should Steve be correct, the feature in question might be a seawall or dam, which would serve to shield the shoreline from the effects of storms, waves, and tides from the ocean. In order to provide protection for man-made facilities like wharves and docks, seawalls are frequently built out of solid materials like stones, concrete, or wood. In light of the fact that it would take some time to accumulate sufficient debris to completely obstruct the swamp, the group is contemplating whether or not the wall is a component of the wall that Fred Nolan discovered. If it was, in fact, utilized as a dam to create the marsh, then it could possibly be the same feature on the Templar map that was believed to have been created in the 14th century and exhibited by Zena Halpern in 2016. Rick is curious about whether or not there is a connection between the boulders and the wall, as it would be difficult to assert that there is no connection between the two. He is of the opinion that the peculiar arrangement of the boulders and the wall would be able to assist them in determining the possible or perhaps not meaning of this. The group is resolute in their pursuit to locate the wall and investigate the surrounding area in the expectation of discovering a more profound connection between the boulders and the wall. Lagena and his team discovered a unique artifact in the Oak Island swamp, a 3-feet-deep piece of wood. The team discovered a diamond, possibly part of a secret chamber, and a shiny sea made from an old material from France. The team was deep in the northeastern section of the swamp, the infamous triangle-shaped stretch. Although they knew they had something special, they soon discovered that the soil in this area matched the depths of the money pit, suggesting that the site had direct ties to the core of Oak Island's legend. If the fragment came from a chest, it would have been a source of interest. As the team sifted through the layers of dirt, they found a faint but unmistakable gemstone, a piece of cut glass with an elaborate star pattern etched into the back. This design was too intentional to be dismissed as mere debris jewelry or a piece of royal regalia. As the excavation progressed, more anomalies emerged, such as wooden planks arranged in patterns suggesting they were once part of something larger. More traces of mortar indicated construction where none should have been. A deeper void beneath the sediment suggested something was once deliberately placed there, and perhaps still is. Archaeologist Lard Nean and archaeometallurgy Emma Culligan took a closer look at the stone, which was flint glass, a high-content material that had been ground down and molded. They speculated that this craftsmanship originated in France and could have been part of something bigger. The soil samples from Lot 5 matched samples taken from deep underground near the Money Pit, suggesting that whatever activity happened on Lot 5 might be directly tied to the legendary buried treasure. The team knows they're onto something and is determined to uncover the truth about the swamp and its legend. The discovery of a rare object on Oak Island has led to the exploration of a much larger hidden treasure. The presence of high-quality lead glass suggests a deliberate deposit, not just a lost trinket belonging to someone important. This could mean Oak Island's treasure is not just gold and silver, but also a collection of elite high-value artifacts that would have been of immense worth centuries ago. The Duc d'Anville expedition in 1746 was a major French military effort aimed at reclaiming Nova Scotia from the British. The fleet carried thousands of soldiers, tons of supplies, likely valuables intended for trade or payment. Given the disastrous outcome of the expedition, it is plausible that survivors or deserters ended up on Oak Island, possibly stashing whatever riches they had left in a secret location. Some researchers have long speculated that the island served as a hiding spot for military funds, loot, or even religious relics. The discovery of the lead glass gemstone reinforces the need for deeper exploration. Advancements in technology have given the team and Edge the opportunity to piece together a puzzle that has stumped treasure hunters for centuries. If more items of similar origin are found, it could confirm that Oak Island was indeed a site of secret wealth or part of an organized effort to secure valuables away from prying eyes. The weight of history hangs over every discovery, and the thrill of the hunt is mixed with a sense of responsibility to piece together a lost chapter to honor those who may have hidden these relics. The excitement builds with each new clue and possibility, and the final answer may be more astonishing than anyone could have imagined. The team's meticulous excavation of Oak Island's history has led to the discovery of wooden beams, which were well preserved due to the island's damp environment. A stone doorway shaped and cut with precision, far beyond the rudimentary structures built by early settlers, was an entrance to the hidden treasure. The Oak Island mystery has been a subject of speculation for years, with some believing it was created by pirates, others by Spanish explorers, and others by the Knights Templar. The team's methodical digging led to the discovery of hidden tunnels and a deeper tunnel of mystery. As they worked, they discovered that the tunnels were not just a theory, but a passage stretching far beyond what the human eye could see. Some speculated that the tunnels were built as escape routes designed to transport treasure or secret documents from one location to another, while others theorized that they were part of an elaborate booby trap system created to protect something buried even deeper. As they continued to uncover more secrets, they discovered a stone slab with faint etchings worn away by centuries, but still visible enough to suggest deliberate markings. This led to the discovery of a hidden chamber, something intentionally designed to be concealed from the world. Historians pointed out that the type of stone used in the construction had an uncanny resemblance to quarry sites in Europe, specifically those utilized by medieval builders. The next phase of excavation required ground-penetrating radar and 3D mapping to create a clearer image of the tunnel system. It was found to be a vast, interconnected labyrinth with a hidden chamber sealed away for centuries. Experts in historical cryptography found similarities between these symbols and those found in old Masonic texts, adding fuel to the long-standing theory that Oak Island was not just a site of buried treasure, but a repository of lost knowledge safeguarded by those who had understood its value. After days of careful work, deep scanning detected yet another void beneath the newly uncovered chamber. A small opening revealed an empty space beyond the air that escaped, ancient and untouched for hundreds of years. The team widened the gap just enough to insert a light, and what they saw sent a shiver down their spines. They retrieved the artifact. Its craftsmanship was undeniable, and every carved detail hinted at a purpose beyond decoration. If they could trace its origins, it might finally provide the breakthrough they had been chasing for so long. In conclusion, the Oak Island mystery is not just a legend, but a true historical puzzle. The team's determination to uncover the hidden tunnels and the artifact underwent rigorous analysis, ultimately leading to the discovery of a hidden chamber on Oak Island.